What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're focusing on another top player eligible for the 2012 draft, Ryan Murray of the Everett Silvertips. Made Canada, the Canadian World Junior Team, this year at 17 years old. Actually, he was 18, but was in his draft year, so for the sake of argument, 17. Had 3 assists in 6 games. That game against Russia wasn't exactly his best one, if you all remember that. But let's be nice and focus on the positives today. Let's not be mean. This is his 4th year at the Everett Silvertips. 4th year at the Everett Silvertips, 3rd full season. Has 30 points in 43 games, and is a captain of Everett. Have another phenomenal year, 30 points in 43 games. Not that big, 6 feet and 200 pounds. A lot of people made the comparison to Scott Niedermayer when he started to make waves in the Western Hockey League about 2 years ago. And, he's a smooth skater. Can skate the puck out of danger as well as anyone. Kind of like a mobile quarterback, so to speak. A guy that can make a good pass and then, if need be, elude forecheckers and take the puck out of danger. But I don't think that's fair to the kid. I don't think that's fair to anyone, to be honest with you. There's only one Scott Niedermayer, and I think he should try to, and I think he is, try to be the first Ryan Murray, not the next Scott Niedermayer. I think that's the best way to look at it. You put all this, the comparisons can be just so unfair at times, because, when you start to light stuff up, people want to have a base, to base you off, a player to base you off, excuse me. Slipping on my words. But, and I think a smooth skating defenseman with offensive upside like this kid has, definite role in the NHL. He's great defensively, too. He relies on his skating ability. He's not exactly a huge hitter, which is fine. So does Nick Lidstrom, and that works out fine for him. I think they got him right here, 4th for the draft, 3-4. He'll be the first defenseman off the board. Him, Dumba, and Trouba are all equal in my opinion. Everyone you take, really, you're good either way with all those guys. But see how it shakes up. I'm really intrigued. He's one of those guys, almost kind of like Tavares, that you've been hearing about for all these years, and then they're firing their draft season. He's, like I said, having a very good year with Everett. He's really emerging. He's been emerging since he got up there. And I think he's got the skills to play in the NHL next year. He's got a late birthday, an early birthday, so he'll be 19. So next year, either way, it'll be his last year in juniors. I think whatever team drafts him will give him the look. I think right now, if it shakes up, probably Edmonton. I think Edmonton's got so many. Edmonton's going to be picking high in the draft again, and they've got so many skilled young forwards. Having a kid like this in their back end. Can you imagine him kickstarting a power play to Taylor Hall, Jordan Eberle, and the Nuge? Wow. Think about that. Think about how that just changes the whole dynamic of that team. Their defensemen leave a lot to be desired. Edmonton's do. Edmonton's defensemen leave a lot to be desired. You know what I'm trying to say. But the way he's going to rush the puck, open up all these different passing lanes for these guys, and really be a weapon on the power play, it's going to be amazing. I think he's going to be the piece Edmonton needs to really take it to the next level and begin to compete. And plus, his defensive game is great. I really think if he's an Edmonton Oiler next year, they can stop worrying about the future and start saying, okay, the future is now. We've got the forwards. You need a young, slick, puck-moving defenseman. This is him. He's going to be great, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do at the next level. From following him his whole junior career, he's got a lot of upside, and he's going to be number 1 defenseman in the NHL. And I think another thing I read about him is he's a guy you want on the ice in the last minute of each period. He's calm and composed, and plays a good sound defensive game. And I think that's what it's all about. You got to be able to play both ends of the puck if you're a defenseman if you want to be successful. You look at the one thing that's keeping Carlson from being a surefire lock for the Calder. He'll probably win it, but the one thing that's keeping Eric Carlson from being a unanimous Norris Trophy when I say Calder, Norris Trophy winner, is his defensive lapses. And I think that playing the defensive position at the NHL, especially at a young age, you got to take it with a grain of salt. There's definitely a learning curve there for those guys, especially more of a steep curve than there is for forwards because of the nuances of the position. It's a thinking man's position. Defensemen take longer to develop than forwards do, especially at the defensive nuances of hockey. Playing sound defensive hockey isn't something you see from so many young kids, and I think he's ahead of his age in terms of defensive awareness, but I think he's going to continue to get better and be a top flight defenseman in the NHL for years to come. That's it for this episode of the Power Play with CJ on top player for the 2012 NHL Entry Draft, Ryan Murray of the Everett Silvertips. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season. Later, guys.